They're like...
Because you wish this is the way the game was played.
They're like G2, but they cook even harder.
Yeah.
30 seconds until minions.
Somehow. Get onto the Rift, no surprises in runes at all.
Yeah, Electrocute Nidalee, there's some choice there, but against this lineup, Electrocute makes more sense on the Nidalee. 4 squishy targets.
A little bit more lockdown for this Nidalee than we saw for Frank earlier today, but still...
Not the DCG level 1.
Yeah, it works a reasonable amount of the time.
Oh, they're against an Ashe, though.
Yeah, look at Arja. He knows where he's supposed to be.
He's pinged on his way to the enemy red buff, even.
There are so many pings.
All of PSG have pinged on their way to their own red, so this is going to be a
joining?
fight. Yeah, and I don't think Taco is.
Yeah, it looks like nothing's happening. Damn, that was a lot of pings for wards.
Yeah. Junjia is going to be completely enshrouded in vision.
I have to imagine these wards barely mattered considering how long we were in PSG's jungle. We knew that Ginger was going to be starting bot side.
Yeah.
Well, we got them down. Cascada.
Oh, nice trade.
Big.
That's Can E as well. Oh. Yeah, there it is.
Happy about that. Oh.
Where have I seen this before? Oh, every game last split.
For the first 4 weeks straight. Yeah. I'm sure he hasn't forgotten how to play Udyr.
I imagine it's a lot like riding a bike.
Feng?
This is what you need Ashe lanes to look like.
Yeah.
In the early game. As Feng just has to recall at level 1.
And this is apparently what Cascada lanes look like.
Yeah.
Is he going to E aggressively? I'm here for it, but there is a big minion wave that he'd probably die to.
I think he'll wait till level 3 at least.
Well, missing the Q. There's no chance now.
Yeah, mana sucks for Cascada, though. Kind of the same as last game, where Maple's losing out on HP, but Cascada's just used so much mana to get him low.
Oh,
Junjia found.
Yeah, 6-5, but it's him that's in trouble. Does get rooted on up. Flashes away, but first blood, and it goes over to Ginger.
Lord. There's no flash used by Junjia either. I have no idea what happened to this Nidalee. It is just very easy to land the root on this Nidalee if she goes on you.
Oh, man, yeah. She's leaping in exactly one direction.
Yeah, and then Maple's able to just follow up. You did have mid-prio as 665, but...
No, wait, okay. 665 burnt down a bit of the mana of Maple. So he is just losing in both resources, but did get himself...
665 hasn't touched a topside camp. And knows that Maple hasn't done his red, so he goes here to wait for Junjia, lands the spear.
That's a full HP Zyra.
And then he should just leave here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Waste the flash, too. Still goes down.
I mean, taking a half HP chunk, you probably can just then walk off to the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem was his bot lane was a disaster. He couldn't actually take red.
Feng had to recall.
Yeah, so I think bot lane really screwed 665 over there. Yeah, because he couldn't go take jungle camps off this Zyra.
Oh, hold up. Talking about screwing his 65 over there, they're kind of screwing themselves over here.
Oh, their wave is so terrible.
Oh, yeah, this is doomed. Talking about doomed, we have an Udyr lane.
Yeah. Taco's wave also terrible, but just so low on mana that he does have 2 biscuits on the
I somewhat worry about Cassante into Udyr now that the Cassantes take flash.
Yeah, true. I didn't think of that. I would think in this matchup you're taking Ghost.
I would have thought so as well.
Oh, Feng just cannot walk up to this wave. 665 nowhere near his bot lane.
Yeah, he can pretty much farm with only W. Yeah. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, well, I mean...
Yeah, bot's doomed.
Cascada's doing well, and that is about all we have at the moment for DCG.
Yeah, bot lane's a disaster.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. Do you just bring down 665, similar to what Frank did with their Nidalee?
He's here, so I think PSG are just going to respect. Orca has to just get a little aggressive here.
Yeah, Ginger's coming down as well is the problem.
Yeah, they have to fight. They have to fight.
Is Woody going to tank this up? He can just do the crash down for his shield, and he is. He's just fine.
Yeah.
The wave is somewhat fixed
no
now.
freeze. Yeah, no freeze now for PSG at least. So DCG are happy with that, and Feng can take a recall.
Yeah.
Much worse recall than Betty is going to get, but
got a recall nonetheless, of course. And I mean, you are expected to be down a little against an Ashe lane this early on, but still, it's a little bit more excessive than it probably wanted to be.
Yeah.
And that's just some bad trades happening from level 2.
Yeah, I'd like a replay from level 1.
We did have a level 2, a replay in the picture-in-picture earlier.
Oh, I missed it.
It was just a stun landed by Woody into a crash down.
Orca's here.
Kai Wing did earlier.
Orca and 665 here. Maple. Junjia in the right place at the right time.
Nice dodge yet again. Actually dodging 3 skill shots for 1.
It's looking like a Rift Herald fight coming up.
And I favor Zyra.
Oh, I would think it favors Nidalee, just pre-6.
There's a Udyr.
Oh, there is an Udyr. Forgot about that champ. And Flash is a lot weaker in these fights.
Yep.
For Cassante. There's level 6 for Junjia. Taco is...
He's walking.
In a position.
Finds a nice flash. Here's the bonus of having a flash. You're able to find nice angles for the all-out. Cascada is going to flash forward, but the Mystic shots are getting blocked up by Arja. Yes, they get Junjia, but goddamn, how are you killing Arja? Stuns up Taco. There is a lot of damage that can come through for this Cassante, and maybe he's able to do it. Dodging out of that Q3 though is Arja. This is so close. Maple gets the kill, and it's Taco not able to finish off Arja. The footwork on this man is insurmountable.
Yeah, they try to take down Junjia really quickly, but Cascada has to commit his life to do it.
Yeah, Arja blocking an important Q in the midst of that as well.
Yeah. Level 6 now for Betty. Feng is 2 levels down in the mid lane. So this is not the usual ADCs just free farming bot. Betty has a lot of agency here. So supports fighting each other initially. And yeah, 665. So then Zyra gets stunned there. But 665 can't throw a spear at her because there are too many. Oh, nice flash by Woody.
Yeah, Woody is so good at this game. Oh!
Maple.
Oh, God.
Okay, ugly, but Maple gets his job done.
Okay, so he was laughing. Yeah, I was going to say, I saw him in his camera laughing. And I see why. I thought he was laughing that RJ survived, because that's what I was watching. But no, there was some antics.
Yeah, and I think if DCG wanted to do that, that fight works if Zyra's not 6.
Yeah, I mean, it almost works regardless.
Yeah.
The problem is, Taco gets Junjia into the middle of his team, but there's no one to CC him. I don't think Orca was in range, and of course doesn't have Solar Flare yet, so...
Yeah, Orca was fighting Woody at the time, and 665 can't even throw a spear because of the Zyra plant.
Yeah, 1 extra second on Junjia being CC'd, and Cascada probably just finishes him off.
Yeah, he's just dead for free. Doesn't even get ulti off, but... Once again, Junjia is just up a bunch of CS, up XP. It's looking like a very good meta for him.
Importantly though, Taco, I mean, he played that team fight about as well as you could ever hope. It was RJ dodging out, or maybe him missing 1 Q3, which it's hard to hit an Udyr. All out coming out again though. RJ though, he's turning around. He's actually got points in his Q early on, which is not something we used to see out of at least RJ's Udyr. Will dodge out yet again of more of those Natafu strikes. Gets a level up as well. And is just going to be able to run back to his tower. Not going to risk going for any further play on that fight.
Yeah, usually it's the trade of ulti for Ghost when we see this matchup. So that definitely favors Aja that he's able to just get the ulti. Definitely favors DCG. They get that dragon. 2 level lead on Junjia now, though. Should have his Leandri's completed anytime he wants to recall for it.
Yeah, 81 CS. I mean, both games, Junjia just getting well ahead of the sort of curve of the map state.
Yeah.
As, well, Feng, I mean, he has been punished this game. And
holds his cleanse for so long, I guess not expecting Junjia there. No, he saw him hitting a ward.
Well, the only thing he could cleanse was Woody Q, which is not a, it's a 0.25 second stun. And he can't cleanse the W, so he can only cleanse the snare.
Yeah, from
which is
Zyra.
when he did use it. But by then it was sort of too late.
Cascada and Maple both incredibly low on mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the problem for DCG as it stands is that three of their champs just have 6 DCS at 10 minutes. Woody...
Sure, Woody not going to land with that Q as Orca does get snared up. Flash does come down, Crash Down won't connect, but Arja should be able to get a stun and is absolutely destroying Orca. Teleport coming in from Maple too, very unnecessary, but at least he's going to be able to collect this middle farm.
Yeah, Junji are going to take the Void Grubs on spawn. 6 Grubs again for PSG.
Yeah, and PSG are just too quick to every play.
Yeah.
Very concise are the PSG Talon boys, and once again, I mean, they're being rewarded for it. 4K almost is the lead, and we're only 11 minutes into the game. Not insurmountable, but certainly rough. I think this is further behind DCG this game than they were yesterday.
Yeah, we're going to need to see a similar performance to yesterday's game from Cascada.
Yeah, and once again, it is Cascada that is the hope of their team. I mean, we have an 80 carry down 20 CS. Top lane is going relatively even, but Arja with the 2 kills and a tower plate now to add.
Yeah.
Jungler down 20 CS as well. It is Cascada, the only one staying somewhat even with his lane, but Maple did pick up a kill on his jungler.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much down 2 champions on the side of DCG. As the game stands right now, you do not have an Italy, you do not have a Zeri. Woody level 5 though. Oh, unfortunate for Orca that that E doesn't land. Otherwise, that was just a free kill. There's a hook land.
Nice spear.
Yeah, sorry, spear. So it looks like Junjia got some damage onto Cascada.
These volleys are just so annoying. Lucky it's not arena, so it's not a 0.5 second cooldown. Becomes awfully close to it later on, though. I think it ends up being like a 2-second cooldown or something.
Ash volley, yeah.
Yeah, something absolutely ridiculous. It starts at like 20, but gains a lot of reduction through levels.
Yeah. Looks like Maple's getting... Oh, no, this wasn't actually a mid lane trade. This was Junjia chunking out Cascada. Either way, though, he just has to back.
Yeah, does use the True Shot Barrage, and hold up! Junjia getting snared up. Triangle Force does come through. Ignite going to confirm that kill. It's Orca who picks it up. Feng pretty low. This tower even lower. Betty just needs to auto-attack at one time, but he's not interested as he's slowing up 65. He's getting so much damage. Not quite enough, though, to finish off that 80 carry as Feng fighting for his life. Betty just needs to auto-attack that tower once. Does. Now where do you go as Feng? Nowhere. You go to the death realm. As will 665, who did go back to try and save his team, as Arja as well as Maple are now fighting in the mid lane. Taco very low, all out did come through, very low health bar. Arja running forward, stun.
No.
Maple now just has to finish them off. Arja dodging, weaving. No. Taco flashes and he gets the kill. He does trade that one. Q3 as well. Maple now in trouble as Orca is here. Zenith Blade would secure this kill. Q1, Q2 does connect. Maple drops the thumbs up and is going to waddle on out of there as the Corky.
Yeah, so they do trade 1-for-1 at least in the mid lane, but bot lane is a disaster after this initially very good trade. I believe they trade Orca for Junjia. Nicely played by all of DCG.
Yeah, where's Junjia waddling right there, by the way? He just strolls into the tower.
Yeah, and both of these members of DCG actually do end up going down, unfortunately.
Cancelled auto.
Yeah, I think 665 stays to try save.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty straightforward at that point. Another scuttle to be picked up. Solar Flare lands. Junjia gonna have to flash away yet again. This is steer off onto Orca, who now is an ultless Leona. Taco teleporting on in is very fast. RJ here to volleys coming through, not connecting. Woody very low to start off this fight. Still no Magnet Storm available to himself on the Rel.
Arja
getting steered, and Charter Crystal Arrow lands, and it's going to land really well there onto Feng. Who for that entire time not able to find any damage. Taco tanking up a lot for his team as Betty walking on in, finding as much damage as possible, and Dragon number 2 is completely PSG's, and it's free for the taking.
Yeah, once you commit Leona ult for a flash out of the Zyra there, it's kind of hard to fight the Dragon now.
Yeah, it's good in the long term, but unfortunately the Dragon becomes a lot harder to secure.
Yeah, it's great for future objectives, but you're just down an ultimate. As well as some spikes coming through on the side. I mean, look at ADC items. is a big problem in this game. Look at jungle items.
Yeah, Feng not quite at static shift. Unending Despair again.
Yeah, maybe it is good. I trust it now that Aja's built it.
Well, it is a very different scenario. Let's get that straight.
Clear that up. Actually, 6k gold lead already for PSG, almost. Be looking to extend that lead with this Rift Herald. Yeah, first tower has already gone down just organically in the bot lane.
Yeah, game very tough for DCG from this point.
Yeah.
5.5k gold. Dragons are even. Last time, at least they had the 2 dragons early. And 4 people above Taco, who is the highest. 2-0, honestly putting up a decent performance on the Cassante.
Yeah, considering he was counterpicked.
Yeah, I think Taco doing wonders for his team.
Meanwhile, Blast Pick Zeri has been losing the entire game.
Yeah.
Pretty much couldn't play the lane from level 1, so that is puzzling. When you pick a champ and you see all 9 other champions.
I feel like this was one of those games where we've cooked too hard and probably should have just let Ezreal be our AD carry.
Yeah, I think so. I think Ezreal has a decent matchup into Ashe.
Yeah, nothing does that well, right? It's just more
it's
like...
a very strong laner.
Yeah, it's just Ezreal, one of the safest champs in almost anything.
Rift Herald doesn't get his charge off. Somehow 5 members of DCG just appear in the middle lane.
Maple getting a nice amount of damage here on the top side as Taco is going to be the one to come answer. It is Chris Carter answering Archie down the bot side, but this tower, Betty might get some time to hit it. Looks like he will. 6 Void Grubs as well is going to mean it does eventually go down, albeit not to the Herald.
So I think you need to just kill some of these carries if you're DCG. You need to commit everything from Orca on the Leona, probably onto the Ashe.
Yeah,
Maple does have no flash, though.
Yeah, the problem is Maple can probably Valkyrie in time to dodge Solar Flare.
Yeah.
Betty has Cleanse to get out of Solar Flare. It's very difficult. You kind of need to fight, get the sums, leave, and then fight again when your stuff comes back up, it feels like.
Very difficult way to play. Feels much better to PSG, who just need to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, Arja is becoming a bit unkillable. Making his way towards Fimbulwinter. Man, this guy never built this last split. He's...
Yeah, this is a way different build.
Yeah. Petty's just sprinting at Feng. Feng's going to be okay. He'll be able to dash over this wall. Oh, my God. Actually cleanses his inner demons.
Yeah, maybe some nerves from Feng there.
I get it. If that arrow hits, you're going to have to cleanse, and he's just predicting it. But unfortunately, for him, it wasn't.
Nice E from Cruscada to buffer the stun from...
Yeah, Rel, a very fast champ, though. One more Q will come up, and not even going to need it. It's the flash engage immediately found. Strangleform's coming in, splitting up the fight. Woody is going to get very low here. Are they going to get able to take him out, though? Orca looks like he might be the one to first fall, and it is Junjia picking up that one. RJ, he is just running. We've seen him on this Udyr before. Are we going to be confident enough to tower dive? Very low health bars on the side of DCG, but we are squishy here for PSG. Woody, though, on the side, does have Hex Flash. 65 going to spot him out. Going to force Woody to not go over that wall. It is the inner tower, though, taking out PSG. Once again, finding more and more value for themselves as they slowly strangle DCG into submission.
Yeah, maybe not so slowly. Almost 10k at 20 minutes now. 665 going to try set up for some Baron vision. And... yeah, I mean, I thought Cruscada was perfectly fine here, but Woody with an amazing flash. Once he lines up Feng and Cruscada here, the moment they're lined up for him, he just pulls the trigger. And yeah, these tanks are not tanky at all when you are so strong, on especially Zyra.
Yeah.
Root almost connects onto Taco there as well. There's certainly been a kill. And Maple is just so good at finding AoE damage on this Porky.
Back to the picture-in-picture. Orca looking for any form of vision, and it's not going to work as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow will connect. Maple teleporting in, gets himself a kill. All else going to have to come through. Does bring Arja to the other side of the fight. Are they able to find at least one kill? It doesn't look like it for now. 665 is going to go down. Maple is just making light work of this Nidalee. Feng as well. What can you do? Absolutely nothing. Is going to be able to slow up Maple, who flashes forward. One more rocket barrage is not going to have it, and Maple might have overstepped. Archie here to protect his mid laner, however, as 2 very low health bar, squishy members of DCG do manage to just scamper away.
Yeah, meanwhile, Betty is just taking a mid-tier 2. Looks like he fought off Taco, maybe.
Orca, I mean, sucks to be Leona in these games.
Yeah. You just don't have damage.
You have to look for vision on the Baron. Zyra, alongside, of course, the Corki and the Ashe, will one-shot that objective.
Yeah.
You go for vision, Ashe catches you out, Zyra catches you out, even the Rel can. What are you supposed to do? Cascada, he's in no position to be carrying this game in the way he did yesterday. It's not even at his 2-item power spike, very far behind that of Maple.
Yeah, Corki much stronger right now. I mean, look at the damage he's doing to Udyr. Yeah,
Fimbulwinter is now completed as well for Arja, so he's going to feel pretty good. Every slow, on a cooldown, of course, is going to give him a shield. A stun gives him a shield. He's immensely strong.
Yeah, PSG can just start looking at Baron now. Any 15-second stretch of time where they can just have 2 members hit it, it's probably just dead.
Junji already in mid lane by the time his plants finish up that dragon. It is the 3rd, I believe, of the game. Maybe it's the 2nd.
I think it's the 3rd dragon. It's their 2nd.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
It's just surprising. I thought it might be their 3rd as well, but nope, DCG picked up the 1st dragon in exchange for Void Grubs at the time.
Yeah, very slow start to the stacking of these dragons.
Yeah, and this is just Junjia's meta, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it? When the AP carry junglers, just this game quickly becomes Junjia's world. Yesterday was all about Cascada, but this PSG lineup certainly are able to function extremely well when given Junji an AP
so
carry.
well around Junjia.
Yeah.
Especially Aja and Woody.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I also think Maple really enjoys playing these ADs as Arrow will connect once again onto Orca, trying to find vision once again, not realizing that this jungle is not his at all. It's PSG's, and that's another dead Leona.
Yeah,
and it's a 4v5 that we have to try and defend this Baron with. And what poke do we have? A Nidalee Spear. If that hits Udyr, it's going to tickle him.
Yeah, and that's just life playing against Ashe from behind. Once you're out of position, you are just very slowly and gradually killed.
Fing's going to be able to get vision of this with his W on each cooldown. Cascada as well with a True Shot Barrage is going to be able to seek it out. As Betty, he's not even in the pit, so this is going down pretty slowly. Forward does go Maple. 65 going to take a large chunk of his health. Heal will be available for himself as the Primal Surge does come out. Woody getting low, but this Baron is down to 4.5k HP, and DCG realize very quickly there is no way for them to get in the Cascada with the ult, but it's just too soon. And PSG, 23 minutes in, up 10k gold, 11 even, with the Baron.
Betty and Woody just pulled off all 4 members of DCG. They're too scared to pull the trigger onto the Ashe. Does have Cleanse and Flash, so I don't know what Orca is supposed to really do there, but stare at him like he did.
What are you supposed to do even as Cassante?
Just get kited.
Picks himself up a Frozen Heart. I guess it makes sense. There's not a whole lot of crit
Oh,
yet.
I think you were supposed to go Swifties this game on Cassante.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, it's hard. There's a lot of CC.
Oh,
my God, that was perfect. Betty is just on form.
Yeah, he just hasn't missed one yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do? No, I mean, DCG can't enter their jungle, which sucks. But that is just the state of this game right now. Ginger, he's going to help out the siege by just continuously throwing these plants. Leandri's burn.
Oh, Cascada's found half of Betty's HP,
yeah,
though.
he's doing well. Soliflare somewhat connects, but only for the slow. True Shot Barrage dodged out of by Betty, and we'll see what spacing he can do as Taco might just find his first death of the game, and he will. Ginger picking that one up. Orca next to go down, perhaps. He's trying to limp away. Seems like he might just be able to. Cascada, he's doing what he can, but what he can is not enough for how strong PSG Talon are currently in this game.
Yeah, Maple just Valkyrieing forward into 3 people by himself. No one can really tank an auto from the Sporky.
That's the 2 inhibs down. Top lane is the only one left, and PSG looking for a reset. Probably can just reset, get items, path out top, get it pushed, and end the game.
Yeah, it's a little awkward with Dragon up in 1 minute.
Oh, this
20.
game's never going to Soul. They don't care about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they will bother with the 3rd Dragon. Doesn't look like it from the way they're positioned.
They have no need to. You just push top and end.
Yeah. Go top lane. If you really can't end through top, Baron will be up before long. Still 50 seconds on their Baron buff.
Yeah, might get one wave, possibly.
Yeah, maybe just barely.
Taco trying to find a way to stop this minion wave from hitting before the Baron ends, but it's going to be hard. Woody takes a reasonable amount of damage from one of those Zeri Ws. Unfortunately, it's only a 2-item Zeri with Navori as the second item. It's not all that strong, and China Crystal Arrow lands. It's not the Taco. Taco might be able to get out. He's really struggling, though. Woody's locking everyone down, and Betty's doing enough damage to take out anyone in this game. Down will go Taco. Orca's going to follow. Double kill for Betty as Maple going forward, and Arja going even forward more. 65 stunned up. Arja gets that one for himself. Cascada and Feng, the 280 carries. That's all that's left. One now going down. It's only Feng. He is absolutely never leaving his fountain here, and PSG make light work of DCG 2-0 to them.
Yeah, they make DCG look like an easy team to beat, which we know is not true.
Absolutely. PSG, they've come into the split with absolute vengeance, and they want to get to the Worlds. They are looking very strong to do so. We're early on into the split, but God, this team seems impossible to beat.
Yeah, I don't know how they could have looked better in this series, at least. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah,
yes,
flawless.
They blew straight through DCG, who we've been talking about as this is a team that could upset and get into the top 3.
I think that's legitimately still true.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It just looks like it won't be PSG they beat.
Yeah, it did
the top
feel like an
3.
unnaturally off game.
665 especially.
Yeah. And, you know, we saw last split as well.
Feng
He'd have
too,
times.
actually, just about everyone.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I think Feng, like, I don't know what Feng could do.
I don't know what happened to level 1.
Yeah.
It's probably not acceptable that they're that far behind bot lane.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But ultimately, it did seem like you compare DCG today versus yesterday, and yes, obviously they're going up against tougher competition.
Yeah.
I still feel like generally they play cleaner than how this game or this series even